Hey guys, welcome to the Tone Show. My name is Anthony Tone Show Nunez, and today I want to talk about This Land Is Your Land, Fear the Walking Dead, Season 3, Episode 13. Today's going to be a little bit of a quickie, but I definitely wanted to touch on some points from this episode. And again, the name of the episode is This Land Is Your Land. And this was a very Alicia-centric episode. This is something we haven't seen before in a while. An episode that focused just on Alicia. If you guys remember back to prior seasons, we had that whole thing when she was on the ship and she was communicating with that guy who turned out to be a really bad move for the whole ship and the whole team. So that was the last time that we had a very Alicia-centric episode, right? And I thought this episode was very important because this is one of the episodes that I thought was probably one of the best episodes on Fear the Walking Dead. And not just because it was about Alicia, but because it really touched on the fact that why Fear the Walking Dead is a Walking Dead show and what makes The Walking Dead so great. And that is the fear, not of the walkers, not of the zombies, but of people. It was the real life horror, a real life horror that we honestly haven't seen in a while on The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead. It was the horror having to do unthinkable things to get by in this apocalyptic situation. Now, a lot of people tell you, oh, the zombies are horrifying. Yes, the idea of zombies are horrifying. But a lot of people secretly think it's a fun thing because they get around and go shooting zombies in the head, right? Or running over them. But no, the real horror of Fear the Walking Dead, the real horror of The Walking Dead is the fact that people are put in positions that are unthinkable and they have to do things that are unthinkable. And Alicia's character in this particular episode, she was forced to kill real life volunteers, real life people in order to save the rest of the group. And what made it even more horrifying and real Walking Dead centric, something that was really central like to the book, was the fact that even though she killed those people, she had to kill all those people and mercy kill, right? An angel of death. Everyone still died. Everyone in the pantry, the bunker, died. So even though Alicia had to put herself through something that was unthinkable and kill all those people and be strong and be a Clark, right? Be like her brother, be like her mother. At the end of the day, it was for nothing. Everyone died. And we also saw the fact that Alicia might be a mutant because everyone suffocated, right? Everybody died in that bunker, but she kept waking up. So I don't know, Alicia, maybe she got a couple grabs of air, I don't know, but she survived. And that she didn't only survive, but she basically put everyone down. So the whole episode, we thought that when she was talking about This Land Is Your Land, it was basically a story about Nick. My computer is making crazy sounds right now. It was basically a story about Nick coming in and saving her when they were doing that whole school presentation. So the whole episode, we thought Nick and Troy were going to save her, right? That's what we were looking forward to. But that's not what happened. And Nick and Troy put themselves in a situation. And by the way, I'm not sure if you guys are also watching The Walking Dead, which probably all of you are because it's a spinoff, right? There's something about The Walking Dead that they love putting people in military vehicles and surrounding them by walkers, right? The infected were all around the helicopter. That was very much like the scene with Rick when he met Glenn in the first season of The Walking Dead, and he was in a tank and he was surrounded by walkers. So there's something about military vehicles and being surrounded by walkers, that visual, that the writers like, and we saw it in this episode. So Nick did not come through singing This Land Is Your Land. It was actually Alicia's mom, Madison Walker, that came through, and they saved the day for Alicia. But the horror is done. The horror happened. And basically, the show, I think this was one of the pivotal episodes of the show. This episode really hit on the nerve of The Walking Dead and who are The Walking Dead and why we fear The Walking Dead. We fear people. And we also feel the situations that we might be put in this apocalyptic situation, right? So that's exactly what happened in this episode. And I think Alicia's character, she definitely went through it. And I think the actress who portrays Alicia did a great job. And I think the writers did a great job with this episode. And the ranch is over. That's it. The same thing that happens whenever the Clarks arrive somewhere. It goes to shit, right? And the ranch went to shit. This is it. After all that bickering between the nation and the people who lived on the ranch, everyone ended up dead. Because at the end of the day, in Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead, death is the great equalizer. And everyone was finally equally dead. So I thought this was a really important episode. It was a pivoting episode. I think this show is finally hitting its stride. Like I said, season 2 and season 1, there are points I was going to stop watching. I did stop watching. I came back. And I think it just hit its stride. And the show is right now, I would even put it with The Walking Dead. Like, that's how serious this episode was. And that's how serious I think the writing is and the stakes are. So are they going to go to the route? Are they going to go to the dam and mess things up there? Of course. That's what the Clarks do. They mess things up wherever they go. But before that, Alicia and Nick are going on a little adventure with Troy. So this is the Tone Show. This has been talking about This Land Is Your Land, Season 3, Episode 13 of Fear the Walking Dead. And as always, if you guys like what I do here, hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. And as always, Tone Show,
Remember to like and subscribe for more Tone Show.